Funeral proceedings of the 5 family members of the Pitso family, a mother and her 4 sons, is still underway at Vaalbank farm near Coligny in the northwest. The funeral comes after the 38-year-old mother allegedly drank a rat poison and gave it to her 4 children as well on Sunday following an argument with her husband. 3 other family members, who are also allegedly poisoned, survived the incident. Our reporter Sellwane Khakhau and video journalist Tumi Gaboutloeloe are covering the funeral for us. Let's take you there live for an update. Sellwane, what's the latest in this funeral, in this sad event?
A very good morning to you once again, and the viewers. You're using the correct words there. It is quite a sad funeral. I mean, you can imagine that it's extremely difficult to go and attend a funeral of just one person. Now, what more when it's 4 sons and a mother? We understand that, Desiree, let me recap. In this tragedy, it wasn't just the 5 people who are deceased here who were involved. We understand that it was actually 8 members of this family, being 6 children and 2 parents, the mother and the father, and 2 children have survived, including the father. We understand that of the 3 who have survived, 1 child has been able to attend the funeral today. The other is still in hospital, and the father has been discharged from hospital, but he is still not well enough and he could not make it to the funeral. Let me just step out of shot quickly to show you that the community members of Coligny and nearby farms really did come out in their numbers. I'm not sure if you are able to get the clearer picture of the number of people who are here, because they are starting to move to the graveyard. When the community heard about the news, we came here and we learned that they were reeling in shock, and it seems that the emotions have not yet come down at this particular point. But to get more details on how the community is doing, we're going to speak to the Coligny community leader, Ntate Mnyakama. Ntate Mnyakama, thank you very much for joining us. Let's just step out of shot quickly to show there on the visuals. The bodies are being moved as the funeral proceedings is being taken now to the graveyard. Quickly stepping back into shot, Ntate Mnyakani, thank you very much there. The community is still very much shocked. Just take us through that.
Yeah, from day one we had been shocked. We never believed this until we personally came here to witness, to see what is happening. The community is devastated. You know, sometimes we ask ourselves what's happening with Coligny. If you look back at the issue of Matlamola Museu, now this one, all the hard things, bad things are happening for this community of Coligny. It's really painful for us to go through such things. Yeah.
How has the support from perhaps business people, just community members, and especially government been like for this particular family?
I want to say thanks to Mr. Temba Kutledi, a local businessman at Coligny who stays in Joburg. He is actually the man who helped us a lot yesterday afternoon. He gave money so that we should buy enough grocery. There is also a certain Mr. Setlauno who's in the Council of Mines. He also wanted to bury the 2 who were not covered by policies. Those are the people who help, and also some family members. But from the government, I don't know what to say. Do you say 2 hampers, they can handle this? It's highly impossible. We didn't do a lot as a government, really, to alleviate the poverty in the farming community. The government has done nothing. No, I'm saying if it was in Gauteng, Musket tent will be there. They will pay for everything. These kids will be buried with dignity. Remember, this community here, they had long been retrenched before 2012. They are unemployed, staying here, no food, no what. They fend for themselves. Now, in communities like this, you expect our government to come here. I would have expected at least 1 MEC to be here. Mr. Miller, when he talks, he should have come here as an MEC to say what is really happening here, to see not even female MECs, to come and support women who are their own species. They should have come just to give that moral support, but no one is here. Sometimes you ask yourself, is it because it's in the farm or is it because it's in Coligny? People are not coming out. People that we elected to government, we want them to come to be part of us. Now, the question that we would have to ask yourself about this family, what's going to happen to those 2 kids? What from there? Yeah, what is going to happen onward? Who's going to take care of them? I would really request the Premier and whoever the minister to intervene and see to it that these kids are well taken care of. This pain, this situation in the farms is very painful. This is a real destitute family. When we say the poorest of the poor, these are the people, not people in community, in township. At least life there, people who can help are there. But in farms, it's a totally different story. As I'm speaking to you, the parents, they owe now the farmer for helping with buying the coffins so that these kids, they be buried. They had to go and refund that money. Where do they get it? These people are unemployed. Our government need to come on board. There's a time when I gave the Premier all the problems affecting Coligny. I'm asking myself, when is he going to respond? But in a nutshell, this community, these are the poorest, the poor. These are the people who are saying are destitute. These are the people where you expect our government to come in. As a leader, when you are told these things, you don't sleep. Yesterday, I was devastated. Together with Councillor Mfundis, we didn't know where to go until a good Samaritan, Tumi Gaboutloeloe, came in and said, guys, I'm prepared to help my people. No one from the government came here. The help that is told over the media, I don't know, where did they take that help to? Because you can't say to me 2 hampers, it's a help. If you are a government knowing these people are destitute, you would come, you would devise means that they are buried in dignity.
Ndadem Nyakama, thank you very much there, speaking, representing the community of Coligny and nearby farms, and also this family, really saying that it is quite disappointing to see that government has not lended much of a hand in assisting this family with the funeral arrangements, with making sure that there will be food, and also giving them support going forward. What we do know, though, from the side of the Social Development Department is that they have been coming to give the family psychosocial support in the form of trauma counseling. But what Ndadem Nyakama is saying that, well, that is good, but that is not enough. So going forward, we will also be checking with government what is it that they will be doing to assist this family going forward. Studio.
Sellwane, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed in terms of the sad story.